Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to episode number 161 of the Unknown Games podcast. I'm your host, Adrian, and I'm joined as always with my co host, Alex. What's up?
What's up?
That's like a Looney Tunes sound, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I thought it was the Looney Tunes. It was like someone was getting bonked on the head with like one of those mallets, those like plastic mallets or something,
Is that the noise it makes?
I feel like either that or someone's jumping on a spring. It's definitely a spring sound.
Yeah, it's for sure a spring sound.
It's spring. And speaking of spring, to everyone in the U.S. or anyone who is unfortunately celebrating
the Northern Hemisphere,
yeah, daylight savings time. Welcome to whatever losing an hour of sleep is for prosperity.
It's spring in Japan. I think when is spring in Japan technically? The equinox, or
does the equinox signify? I mean, it's next Tuesday, I think. Shumbun no Hi. So the spring equinox, the day when everything's equal, the great equalizer.
Yeah, looks like it's March 21st. So next Tuesday. So the equinox then, yeah. So the equinox is when it officially moves to spring in Japan, yeah.
I will say at least it's getting warmer out here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, for sure. It's like 20 Celsius, I think, today, yesterday, the day before. So
yeah, it's honestly like even going out in a hoodie feels like a little bit too much in the afternoon. But of course, evening or morning, it's a little bit more fine. But yeah,
Right.
We're getting like good weather. It hasn't been too rainy or anything either, so it's been nice. And of course, we're not a podcast to talk about the weather, but we do talk about games. And if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch, or if you're on iTunes or Spotify, if you're listening to on those platforms, we can't say thanks enough. And just go ahead, spread the word. Let people know that there's a good podcast out there for games and a little bit of our take about Japan and some of the fast food out here.
Yeah. We have to double our average viewers by next quarter, or we actually get executed. So
is that like a new law? Is that
yeah?
I didn't know about that. It should wait. Does that mean if I just stop doing the podcast, am I safe?
We'll just die. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah.
No, we're not safe. Okay. Well, you've come back from the dead like 4 times.
Yeah, but you won't.
Yeah, that's a good point. So please subscribe and follow. Do that nice.
You know those in the 90s where it was oh, your monthly donation could help this child.
Do we want that one song, the "In the Arms of an Angel"?
There's that Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, the Sarah McLachlan song. Do we want that? Just have
we should make one of those for us. Yeah, it's like our black and white pictures, and it's just the slowly scrolling pictures where we look like we're just really hungry. And
oh gosh, those are honestly during Christmas time when I go back home, those are the worst. Because I feel so bad. Like the kids are. Look, the kids are one thing, but the animals, oh my word, the animals, my heart goes out.
I think there's a Sarah McLachlan one. I think that song actually uses in a particular animal one, for dogs or something like that.
Yeah. I think there was a Super Bowl commercial. They did a parody of it with her, but I forgot what the parody was. But yeah, she was singing the song, and they're like, "No, this isn't for that. It's for something else."
Sarah McLachlan. I can't even spell that. Angel, and then animal commercial show autocompletes on YouTube actually. Yeah. All right. It looks like it was for the SPCA actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, well, we're here, and we're here for another week. We're gonna be talking about the Capcom Showcase or Spotlight, which was I don't know if you watched it, but it was like the weirdest version of a Nintendo Direct. It wasn't.
It really was. Yeah, I agree actually. So I don't know. You want to talk? We can jump right into that actually. So I don't know. What do you think of it? And you were watching it live, or?
So I didn't watch it live. I actually watched it that following that night. The same night that it went up, and I watched it on stream. And I was at first they had a pre-show. And I didn't know that they had a pre-show. They had Susie the Sphere Hunter and a couple other people there. And they were
really? Wow.
Yeah, they were talking, but they were talking in straight, no background music. they all looked very like awkward. There was like this background that was
they were like reading. They were reading on a teleprompter. And they had like a gun pointed, like a sniper was on them.
I wish they were reading from the teleprompter because they weren't. It got awkward at this one point when because I think they had someone who was actually working on the game. Some of the games.
Can you bring this up on stream at all? Or
yeah. Let me bring this up on stream really quick. Then here we go. There we go. All in one footage. So the guy on the far left, he was like the knowledge check man. He's working on some things in Capcom, and then Susie's next to him, and I don't know who the other person next to Susie is. She's another content creator, I assume. And then we have who I assume at the very far right is just like a community manager type person. And it was like he's like, oh, so a lot of people might not know about Mega Man Battle Network. Could you tell us about it? And this dude starts going, well, Mega Man Battle Network is a series about this, and then if you take these mechanics and you do this, and sometimes it's good. He had the engineering mindset, and everyone zoned out. Like everyone's just like, you see it right here. Everyone's like, I don't know what to say. Cool, man. But he kind of ran a little bit, and they were not guided. They were not guided. So I thought that was but you know what, I'm glad that they invited these creators. They invited some people in the community who really do care about Resident Evil. Yeah,
you're yeah, they fucking zoned out. Yeah, holy shit.
And Susie does some awkward stuff too, where she'll make like some funny jokes. She started to actually talk about leaked content. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure it wasn't. It's how like someone who's tuned into like every detail of the news and they get everything. And she's one of those people. She started to talk about stuff, and I'm like, this isn't in any trailers they've shown. And she knew it, and she like kind of walked herself back a little bit, and I was like, yeah.
Like right before Capcom like cut the stream.
Right before the stream got cut or something, So I hope they do more of these, because honestly, like this was pretty cool. And when you get into the actual show, it's like Nintendo Direct, but not. And it was
like
weird.
bad version of it.
It was bad, yeah. Like they had someone voicing over the Japanese. But like Nintendo, it just makes sense. Like they do a good job of it, But Capcom was like they were trying, and it wasn't working, and it just felt awkward.
Yeah, so okay, I never watched the stream out. I didn't know about this was a thing until I woke up like the next morning, and I saw some trailers had hit the internet. So for me, I was really, this was already announced for the Nintendo Direct, but Ghost Trick, right? Ghost Trick is getting a remaster. Yeah, and to me that's super cool because it's a super niche puzzle game from the DS, really fun, great little like mystery game. So I had noticed that it had a release date on Steam now. So I went and I checked out the trailer.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that it was like a Nintendo Direct kind of like knockoff kind of thing.
Yeah.
With like the voiceover, and I'm like, this is like bad.
It's strange. Like I would turn on stream and just let it play, but it's for, I don't know what it is that makes it different than a Nintendo Direct.
I think it's the delivery. It's the voice delivery.
And it's almost like they got the same guy.
Is that the same guy?
I don't know. It feels like he's the same dude, but he's like he went down a pitch or up a pitch or something. It sounds so familiar.
And well, I think they really tried to. I believe they really tried to emulate the Nintendo Direct kind of vibe, which is perfectly fine. It works for everyone, and it's successful. Nintendo's good at it, so I don't blame Capcom for trying to emulate it.
No,
but like something about like his delivery was weird, and also there was a lot of pauses that were like longer than should have been. Like it was weird. The pacing felt weird, and I was like, okay, I get it. You can move on now. But like
it did. I'm glad you also picked up on it, because like the entire stream, I'm thinking to myself, and I was saying it on stream, like, dude, this is something. It feels uncanny. It feels something's wrong. But it's fine. Well, it's not like it was like horrible, and I was like my ears were hurting. No, it wasn't like that.
There was a really bad presentation from TGS in 2020.
Oh, you want to talk about the Sega one?
Was it the Sega one?
It was probably Phantasy Star, where they had the poor translator. Yo, translator girl, shout out to her wherever she is. She was doing live translations for like 3 people as they were talking at once.
Yeah, I know that was super tough. So, no, it could also just be like a psychological thing because like after so many years of Nintendo Direct, like our brains are like, oh, this is how these presentations are meant to go, and then like Capcom trying to emulate it, just kind of being a little. It's like when you go to like a grocery store and you see like the off-brand soda, and it tastes
Mm-hmm.
fine probably, which also like that's not right.
Yeah, yeah, something's not.
So
That
it's
was
yeah, the
that was
Capcom
it.
Spotlight is the off-brand Nintendo Direct.
It was. So yeah, I mean, there wasn't anything really announced there. We did get a new trailer, I believe, and a date for Exoprimal, which that was
Oh yeah,
that was
I
cool.
totally forgot about that game, dude. I totally forgot about that
Well,
game.
I knew I was like, because they hadn't said anything about it since TGS.
After TGS,
After
yeah.
TGS, and I'm like, this has to be because we know it's coming this year sometime. But because I had a fun time playing the demo or the what they had at TGS,
Yeah.
and the game does come with the battle pass. There is a single player, so it is going to cost whatever the pricing is for it. Uh, but overall, man, I'm excited. There's an open beta that they're going to have coming with this in is it summer, or it'll be in this trailer somewhere, and I'll say it. But yeah, I mean, what do you think if about Exoprimal, or your thoughts, if any, on the game in general?
So I didn't play the thing they had at TGS,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't like play. I didn't pay attention too much to the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that it looks fun,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Mainly, what's the word? Like supported via a live service kind of model. So I did IDC.
that's
Yeah.
no, you're back, you're back. But
Okay.
I
So
yeah,
what it was. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna be if supported by live service. I don't know if like I don't know if the game has legs. I mean, I don't want to be like a super big downer on it, but like it's really it's kind of unproven. And you know what I mean? Like,
well, no, I mean, I understand, because I think what we're seeing now is this the life and death of live service games. We had Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League come out in terms of like debuting
yeah,
all of its stuff, and then they got to the live service part of it, and people were like tuned out. They're like, I don't want
yeah,
another Avengers. I don't
yeah,
want
yeah, yeah,
whatever this is. I don't want to have to be online all the time. And that's not the case with this game, at least that we know of, because both games do have a single player. But you're right. Like what I played was a fun structure of something that I would like to hop in. Like, okay, I played Apex today. I played a bunch of Apex. Okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna play like an hour of Exo Primal with the boys, and we might come back next month.
yeah.
Like, it felt like that kind of vibe. So I'm not sure by July 14th they got to convince us to do a little bit more in terms of like
Live service, like
live
I don't know,
service.
like to make it like juicy. Because the thing is like I don't want this. Well, I mean, I don't care too much. I'm not invested, but like I like what if this turns into like another Babylon's Fall? Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I mean, honestly, that's I don't know if it'll go that way, but I think we're seeing a lot of Japanese companies now kind of do these experimental. We saw it with the First Soldier. We saw it with, like you said, Babylon's Fall. These kind of like live service experiments that maybe they help future games, but they don't really help this game so much. It's going to be a open beta on March 17th to the 19th, so
Yeah.
that's coming up. Uh, and there's cross platform. So like they're doing
Well,
all the right
it's good.
things.
It is good though that the game is single player. But to be honest, like even Babylon's Fall had single player, and that didn't
It
like
did.
nobody was playing it. It doesn't matter if you had friends who were playing it or not. No one was playing it. Period. That means no one was interested in the game
And
at
this
all.
Yeah, and this game does need five. It is 5v5, so you're gonna need some at least 10 people or 9 other people. Sorry.
Yeah, unless the game has bots. But even then, I don't know if it's fun, right?
I mean, looking at the battle pass, I just don't see anything. And maybe they don't have like the A team designing some of this stuff, but there's like a football skin in here. Hold up, let's see if I can go back over here. It's like, are you really trying to sell me on DLC that's like dressed this a mech up in a football outfit, like a American football type deal?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Well, like, why does it have a battle pass? Why does this game have
I
a
don't
battle pass?
I don't know. I think that's the question.
Like a
It,
lot of games, like for example, Chocobo Racing when it launched
it
had
had
a
a battle
battle
pass?
pass.
Really?
That, yeah,
What?
yeah,
That game
yeah.
does
I mean,
not need a
I mean,
battle
sorry,
pass.
Square
Square.
patched it out. They basically got rid of it because it was it was incredibly unpopular that they basically just updated the game to basically kind of remove any kind of seasonal, like live service season kind of thing. But yes,
Crazy.
Chocobo Racing did have a battle pass at launch, so like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
This is
it's
this is
it's
a
weird.
this is a seasonal pass. So season 1 premium tier includes 19 exosuits skins, 10 weapon skins, 3 decals, 4 emotes, 2 stamps. I don't think anyone really cares about anything outside of the skins. You get 10 player tag emblems and like 1 player tag background. Only 1 background. Oh, I don't know. There's just like something where it's just like the skins that they showed in this trailer, like none of them really entice me to be like, oh, you know what? That would be kind of cool if I were to buy a battle pass. Like I would love to like dress it up in that or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. So that was Exoprimal.
I don't know. To me, it's always a little weird when they like show off a battle pass before the game had launched. I feel like what
Mm,
would have been better. I mean, obviously they can't due to like marketing and developing. So I understand like video games is a big business and like things have to be rolling, right?
mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
like from a player point of view, strictly from a player point of view, I feel like it'd be better to just like launch the game as is with no battle pass, like with a multiplayer component to your single player game,
Mm-hmm.
and then after like 3 months, then you can be like, all right, season 1 of our battle pass is starting. Here's what the battle pass contains, and like this will start like whatever. But instead of being like, because I don't know, it's weird to see like live service kind of aspects to a video game that hasn't
Come
launched yet.
launched or anything, and especially when we haven't even had that many betas of.
Yeah, and
We
Extra
haven't.
Primal's good. It's a big unknown. It's a gigantic unknown. Like it's a brand new franchise, and like not many people have played it.
Yeah.
Um, so it's to me at least, it's weird to be excited about a game that like who is like seeing the trailers and it's like, oh, I can't wait to spend hours playing
Spent hours
playing
playing it.
Extra Primal, grinding out this battle pass. You know what I mean? Like get people hooked on your game and your story first. You know what I mean? Like
Or,
sell.
I, yeah, I mean, like I don't even think there's like just a general data. It might be out there. Who knows? There might be on their website like how long this game takes to play. Like if I'm talking about Pokemon Unite, it's a 10-minute game. If I'm talking about League of Legends, it's like invest 40 minutes. We're talking about Apex, you can go anywhere from like 10 seconds to 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how long this game actually is because there are X amount of phases and sometimes those change depending on the scenario. So
Yeah.
I think it's around 15 minutes, maybe 20. But is there just one mode? Are they going to have more than one mode attached to, single multiplayer that's like the standard multiplayer? Or will there be like some like deathmatch or team deathmatch modes in there too? Like I think that's the stuff they got to really let us know about before this game comes out to really just, I don't know, just make me feel a little bit more comfortable and like, okay, there's more to do than just this part. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like they should get a community built first before showing off this. But I know like obviously the dev cycle has to be rolling first and like because you just can't materialize content, right? You have to be making it. So
all the
and
time.
marketing,
And
yeah,
I
and
wonder if
marketing has to like do their thing. So
and I wonder if and I guess we can kind of close out on at least this game, but if Western devs, we have there's a lot more communication with the community's management team or people just giving constant updates. We talked about this with Blue Protocol last week, how that game just went completely silent. This game did a mini version of going completely silent, and like I'm wondering if especially for a live service game, we need like people want to know like what's happening, even if nothing's happening. You know what I mean? Like people show us a screenshot, say like, oh, this is that. Street Fighter 6 is doing a great job of that. Like they've been doing a great
yeah,
job.
yeah, this game's a little weird because it's just like it's completely unknown. I mean, it could do well. I mean,
I hope so.
that'd
I hope it
be
does.
fun, yeah, for Capcom to have a new like pillar to stand on. Because like, what is Capcom really like? What are their big pillars? It's probably RE, Street Fighter, and Monster Hunter,
Monster
right?
Hunter. Yeah, it's those three. And
Would you consider Ace Attorney one of the pillar? Not so much.
no, no, not
Because if
not
you go
anymore.
to
I feel like maybe before ish it could have been,
Devil
but
May, and then maybe Devil May Cry too, like a couple years ago.
oh yeah, DMC. I mean, like they had a definitely a good moment. But
I mean,
the
how old is 5 at this point?
5 is DMC
4
5
years old?
is
4 years old.
4 or 5 years old now. I think it definitely does what it does, though. DMC is great. I don't know if it's a pillar since it doesn't come out as often as a Monster Hunter or, like you said, Street Fighter. That just has ongoing content that's happening.
Right.
But it's definitely one of the ones I love. That and
By the
Mega
way,
Man.
I didn't realize that the Virgil DLC came out on PC.
Oh yeah. It's
Because
been out for.
didn't they say originally that like it's not coming out to PC and then here it's on PC? Like I swear to God they
Oh,
said
I don't know. It's definitely been on PC for a minute.
for years at this
For
point. Yeah,
years, yeah. It's
I
been in
had
my
no
cart for years.
idea. Yeah. Virgil
um,
DLC PC. I swear to God when they came out, they're like it's not coming out to PC, and then
can we take that to heart with our boy Yoshi P? Man said,
he admitted
I
it.
just want to
Yeah,
know. I just want to
yeah.
know when the FF16 will hit PC, if and ever. Oh man.
Oh
But yeah.
wait, okay. So apparently it was never the Virgil DLC. It's some other content for the special edition that never made it to PC.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but money maybe, maybe a deal. But yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Doesn't
Well,
matter.
I mean that's
FF16.
that's pretty much everything that was there. They showed Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak for current consoles. That's now I believe it's available now.
Right. So they're
Which
by consoles they mean Xbox and PS5,
for
right?
5. Yeah.
Right.
April 28th, sorry, is when it's going to come out. Yes.
I never realized that Sunbreak was a Switch PC thing
It's
only, actually.
yeah, it's crazy.
Very interesting for Capcom to put it out on PC first.
And not at the same time with the other. I thought for whatever reason, like they just all came out at the same time, minus the Switch version.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
But
like Switch first because of Nintendo thing, right?
yeah,
And then everyone else, so PS5, Xbox, and PC. I had no idea that it was PC for quite some time actually, and now consoles. So
and now console, yeah. So we had that, but the biggest thing that came out was the Resident Evil 4 remake, or Resident Evil 4 demo.
right.
That dropped the same day as they announced it, and I did play it. I did get a chance. It's not like it's limited time either. It's pretty much if you have I want to say PS5, Xbox Series XS, PC, you are able to play it, and there's no time limit on it. You can play it as many times as you want to, as opposed to some of the other demos they've done in the past. And this game gonna make money, man. Gonna make money.
It was really good.
It was really good. For me, I haven't played RE4 since it came out. I beat it when it came out. Had a ton of fun playing it. But there's definitely people who go back and they know this game left and right because it's been remade left and right.
Well, it's imported like a buttload of times. Yeah,
It's been
even
ported.
to like the Oculus Quest.
Yeah, the Quest has its own special version, or Quest 2.
Yeah.
And then you've got it on smartphones, you got it on Switch, whatever. You got the actual HD remaster that they did. Then you have the fan version of the remaster HD that they did to properly remaster it. But this game, and I'm running this on medium graphics because I was streaming at the same time. And I've run it on full graphics. This game is amazing looking. They really did do a lot of care and detail to the character models, to the environments. It plays like if you played RE4 and you are just a huge fan, it feels really familiar. Like I was watching people and that's their jam, and they're like, oh, this is going to happen here. And it happens just the way I remember it. Or sometimes it's tweaked a little bit and it's, people are like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. But I found that that's really, really nice that if you have an attachment to it, it's amazing. If you don't, like me, and I've forgotten it, it's like it's brand new and it's still, I felt like everything just kind of clicked. Everything was just really smooth, really buttery.
Right. How are the controls? Like they're updated, I presume, right? They're a lot like RE2 and 3. Like they're modern controls now.
Yeah. They did update the controls, just like you said, to like the kind of RE2 remake, RE3 remake system. You do have a couple of mobility options. You do have your 180, turn back, forward, whatever. But Leon, he does have like this kind of weird dash. If you hit like R1, I believe, he does a little bit of a duck down, and then he runs forward for a little bit. You can also crouch in this now, so there's a little bit of a stealth element if you want to do it, if you can do it. which was pretty cool. But yeah, controls. Other than I was using a PS5 controller, and I haven't played many third person like aiming games where I need to aim on it. It felt a little bit like I need to, tune in my dead zone a little bit. That was
Okay.
fine. Other than that, it was fine. You got new mechanics. You can parry with the knife. You can, I believe, you can even throw the knife. Maybe you could do that before, but you can, yeah, parrying. That's a new thing with the knife. And all the melee stuff is still here. If you want to roundhouse somebody, if
Oh
you
yeah, I
want to
missed
kick
that.
them,
You kick someone's head off.
you can
Yeah.
kick someone's head off. And what they did do, and I noticed it immediately off the bat when I did that to somebody, bro, the impact is there. You see, like you felt like you kicked the crap. I'm like, Leon, are you punching boulders these days? Like you really are kicking the crap out of these people. There's just a thud, and then the vibration on the controller is just it's really nice. So uh yeah, this game's gonna sell. And this is just medium graphics on a stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the RE2 3 remakes did really, really well. And I think 4 is a lot of people's favorite RE, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's kind of
everyone's.
like the FF7 of RE, in which everyone is like, that's the one that's because it's kind of it was the first modern one, if you know what I mean. Like it kind of like introduced third person aiming to a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it was RE that kind of grandfathered third person shooters in a weird way, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot riding on in terms of nostalgia and history and that kind of stuff. So this will probably do really, really well, I'm guessing.
There was actually a point because I just had come from playing Village in first person. Then I played the Shadows of Rose, the DLC, in third person, which that DLC is a third person game. This one, to me, I felt looked even better than Shadows of Rose. Of course, it controls better because this has just natively always been third person. But it was interesting to see just how much Village kind of harkens back to even this opening segment. Once you get out of this house and you're into the kind of open area right before the church, and there's this chaos of zombies. Let's see if I can pull it up a little bit. There's just like a chaos of zombies,
Right.
attacking you. That's the same way those werewolves were in Village, and I remember like having to board myself into a house and just do everything to protect myself until a certain amount of time ran out. And it's the same. And I was like, you know what? Totally takes a cue from RE4, and I just never really, you know, understood that. But it's kind of cool to see just how much that this game is still influencing their current games.
Right.
Yeah. So that was RE4 remake. I don't know. Are you gonna end up getting it? I mean, it comes out this month, end of this month.
Probably not, honestly. Like that's not just because like I don't know. I just don't really play RE games. Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
play Village or 7 or 2 or 3 or anything. So yeah, probably not. I'll probably like if anything, I'd like watch a couple of streams. Um, but I don't know. I just don't play RE games.
I wasn't. I probably am gonna. I don't know because I want to. I just came from more RE, but I think I'm gonna do 2 remake and then maybe do
Uh,
3 and then
okay.
and then do 4. A whole year of just playing RE. But like I said, there's just a lot of cool animations and a lot of nice touches that they've done with this remake, and I think fans are. I mean, they already found new hard modes within the Chainsaw demo for like the Chainsaw Man. Like,
I wonder if we're gonna get a remake of 5 because that then we kind of go full circle.
I think we have to get a remake of 5, which some people I remember way back in the day. Remember, like 5 was just the HD version of 4, is what people would say, and then like people were like, they'll never remake 5 because it's already HD'd, it's already nice looking or whatever. And then we've got 4. I think they'll do 5. I just don't know what they'll change about 5.
Would they? Okay, but if we okay, but then if we remake 5, what about 6?
That doesn't need to be remade. That
You don't
that's
think?
that's not in any weird. Maybe there's a criteria for remakes, right? Maybe there's a thing where remakes or remasters at one point need to kind of be done to make sure that it's not trapped on a system, it's not trapped on
Yeah.
someplace.
Yeah, it's like, and kind of actually like jumping off that, I remember seeing an article on the weekend that like part of the reason why Chrono Cross was remastered was because of that reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it got trapped. Like Chrono Cross was basically impossible to play. So they remastered it. So, but 6 isn't at that point. It's 6 is PS4 game, right? Not PS3.
PS4. Yeah.
PS4.
Wait. PS3. I played it when I came to Japan, like
So
when it came out. So
PS3 then.
PS3, yeah.
So if it is PS3, it is trapped a little bit.
Unless did they ever do a PS4 version? I guess. Oh, let me check.
PS3 and Xbox 360, and what is a PC version of 6? But
But that's
it's a little bit trapped.
a
It's
little
kind
bit
of trapped.
trapped. It's kind of
Yeah.
trapped. So I think
If you
maybe
don't own a PC, then yeah, you have to dig out your older console to play it.
I think if they were to do 6 remake, then there's a lot of stuff that they could change for the better. That game, first of all, the game played fine. I never had an issue with the controls. I just hated how, through all the different scenarios, I think you're jumping through 3, 4 scenarios,
It's
Sometimes
like a bunch
there's
of multiple main characters, right? Yeah.
yeah, and there's like pacing issues and some characters you just want to spend more time with, you wanted to do more. There's different sections that some aren't as balanced as others. I feel like that game, if they were to remake it, might be the best benefit for a remake, honestly. This one right here is just printing money. This is like you didn't even need to.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, definitely 6 is full circle because then they're not gonna remake 7, right?
Yeah, go
Surely
ahead and
not.
remaster. Put us out the Uber with the super ray tracing or some crazy.
What for 7?
Yeah, put us like something crazy. I love 7. I gotta say, I really do. I had a blast with 7.
You know what? This is kind of off topic, but I really thought 7 was the point in the series when Capcom would try to change the titles. So for anyone who doesn't know this, the Resident Evil games in Japan are called Biohazard. It's a Biohazard series, so it's Biohazard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
The subtitle of Resident Evil 7 is actually Biohazard.
Biohazard, yeah, they flipped it.
But in Japan, the game is called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. So I thought 7 was going to be the point where they would try to fix, I guess, the naming, not
Like
problem, but like the naming
like
difference. And
Yakuza?
like Yakuza, they did this for Yakuza. So the game that came out recently in February is actually called Like a Dragon Ishin instead of Yakuza Ishin. So they actually have now kind of not fixed, but they've kind of merged the titles to be Like a Dragon now for both regions. And I thought
Right.
Capcom was going to do that, but now they just haven't. Well, what's Village called? It's called Resident Evil Village, right?
It's just Village, yeah. Resident Evil Village, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they didn't. They kind of backed down, I think.
But yeah, moving on, we also have the Final Fantasy VII Remake PowerWash Simulator crossover, which is canon. I've seen.
Is it canon?
Apparently, this thing is canon. I don't know.
Who said it was canon?
Let's see who said it was canon. Let's see here. This is the special Midgard pack, which I know that you've played, and I watched Maximilian Dude play it as well. But it has iconic locations. You can clean the Seventh Heaven bar. You can clean what's the Scorpion tank? You can clean that. I saw you cleaning like a model of Midgar and the museum, like the Shinra Museum. You can clean up like some of the bikes and the car that you've seen there. Which honestly, for me, as someone who's just looking at it, I'm like, this is kind of maybe the first time I've ever seen these models up close.
Yeah.
And like Power Wash Simulator breaks down the parts. So like you can actually see like this is the front flap. This is back flap B connected to whatever. You're like, oh, I didn't even know they had names. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I thought it was just Scorpion tank. That's it.
Yeah.
It. But yeah, what's your thoughts on it so far? I mean, did you finish it?
It's super fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super fun, honestly. Because this is the second collab DLC they've had. So the first one was Tomb Raider, and I did that because I just like Power Wash. But like, as someone who's never played Tomb Raider before, I was kind of just like, oh, I guess this is cool. I think these are things from like the previous games or whatever, and I assume they are. But as someone who actually has played FF7, both the OG and the remake, this is way cooler to me because, like you said, like I got to see the Scorpion Sentinel up close and have it not attack me. I got to see like I guess all the different parts that it's made of. I got to see the Midgar model because you actually see the Midgar model in the game when you sneak into Shinra Tower, and it's on one of the floors, and it's like here's Midgar, and you're like, oh, I guess it's kind of cool. But now you're like watching it. Now you're like standing on it, and you're like really looking at it. And I'm like, that's cool. And the environments, I don't know if they're lifted straight from Remake, but at the very least they're recreated very, very well.
Mhm.
So it's nice to be like, oh, this is Midgar, this is Shinra building, and this is like the museum area, but I'm not getting attacked. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a good question.
yeah,
Yeah. You're not getting attacked, or you can take a little bit of time to enjoy it. Well,
yeah, you gotta like chill out and look at it. So it's been pretty cool. And you get like messages from the people that you're cleaning for. So you get the first one, you're cleaning the Hardy Daytona, like the the motorbike, and the hauler, like the weird ass reverse tricycle truck.
mhm.
And that job is commissioned to you by Reeve, the member of the Turks, who, spoiler alert, is controlling Kate Seath. But yeah, he's like messaging you on your phone. He's like, "This is the Hardy Daytona. It's a dual overhead cam engine, and it goes at this speed." I'm like, I had no idea, but that's really cool to find out, I guess. Yeah. And then you'll get like messages from Heidegger, and he's just like, "This is the Scorpion Sentinel. It's the tits tank. That's the best tank ever." And you're like, I guess it will be for a moment until Cloud destroys it. But like, yeah,
Bro,
I don't know.
every place I go in this stream, I'm trying to find like the stuff dirty. Everything is so clean because you're so efficient at it. At this
I'm
point,
so fast.
yeah, you're so fast and efficient. Like Maximilian dude was having such a hard time. He was
Yeah,
freaking out because
apparently
he was
I
just like,
heard.
why would they even put this feature where I can see how dirty it is? Come on. I cleaned here already, you know? And I'm just like, oh
I
my
heard I
word.
heard he was having a difficult time, and apparently he had to like get people to help him or something like that.
Yeah, so he did the museum, and then he did the
The
scorpion
bar,
tank. Yeah. When
yeah,
he got to the bar, he just saw it completely covered,
and he
and
was like, "Nope,
he said, "Nope, nope. Mods, hey, who wants to come in here and do this? Nico,
that's
you
so
coming in?"
that's hilarious." I did the Seven Heaven bar last stream I was playing. Oh, I did it last week, like last Wednesday, and I finished on Thursday. Yeah, it took me like 2 and some hours, but that's typical for PowerWash job.
It's
And
crazy.
I don't
It's
know. Yeah, I
something
mean,
else.
I think in the stream that you're scrubbing through right now, yeah, the bar is basically where I finish that stream. It's literally every single surface, like every single surface. Like they're not messing around, dude. Like every single possible
I'm
surface is
wondering
dirty.
what happened.
Yeah, for some
What
reason.
darkness is this? Like Kingdom
So
Hearts darkness
the
just
story is
happened?
the
Or what?
reason the reason why the bar got dirty is who's the creepy guy from the wall market, the guy who tries to sexually assault Cloud. What's his name?
Oh gosh, not Don Cornelio, but who?
Yeah, Duncan. Yeah, that's
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
okay.
Or Don, whatever the fuck. Anyways, his goons. Basically, the story is that his goons come to the bar, and they cause a mess, and they dirty the place up.
This is
That's
this.
what Tifa tells you. That's what Tifa tells
That's
you.
what Tifa tells you. Okay, I
And then
trust her.
you show up, and it's like completely dirty, and you're like, all right, I don't really believe you, Tifa. This is impossible. This is humanly impossible. Like no one can do this.
Oh, I want to
But that's
see.
a story. Yeah.
It just looks. Like I said, because like you know the technique, which is like obviously I think to kind of
I jiggle my
why
mouse. I,
yeah
I
from like far
violently jiggle
away
my mouse.
instead of like going straight up close to it and like okay we're getting this, but you can see
Yeah.
like on the screen like there you can see the menu.
That's cool.
Uh,
Yeah, I love that part. I was like, this is the menu. I like read it out. Yeah.
But I mean, but that's the cool thing about it is like the menu. I think Cloud's Buster Sword is over there. Barrett's
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
arm,
Yeah.
and then for the Scorpion tank, what I thought was funny was like when it sometimes when you're trying to clean under its arm, it'll just like lift up for you, like
Oh yeah.
like it
Yeah.
just knows. It was kind of like some weird cute thing I thought, but yeah, I mean, I felt like they did a good job on this DLC. I don't know how it compared to the Laura Croft one, but for anyone who's wondering, in Japan, and I don't know about abroad, but the Power Wash Simulator is published by Square
No, it is Square. All around the world, it's
all
Square.
around the
Yeah.
world. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm. This is. I wonder how much money they're making off this thing.
It's so bizarre too, because I'm like, this is the weirdest Square Enix game ever, but it's the one that I put so many hours in. Like I played so many Power Wash Simulator. How many hours? Let me check Steam right now. I have 93.4 hours in Power Wash.
If you were just kind of like recommending anything, like at least like maybe a couple techniques or something to people who might give this a shot, because I believe the DLC is free, correct?
It is free. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you recommend? Just like a quick tip or something to some people.
Definitely. So the game is a system where once you get to like 98% of a surface cleaned,
Hmm.
it'll just ding. It'll give you that surface immediately. It'll just auto complete for you.
Okay.
So like if you are cleaning like a surface and it's not giving you that ding and you're convinced it's mostly clean and you're like, what's the deal? What's the problem? And you're hitting like the highlight dirt thing and you're trying to scrub off like the tiniest specks of dirt.
Hmm.
Don't do that. It's actually a waste of time. What probably has happened actually is that you've just missed a section. Like you change your angle, change your point of view, and you probably just missed like a little bit of dirt somewhere, like hidden underneath a pipe or whatever. And then once you clear that, it'll give you that surface. So definitely like the game is all about sight lines. Ironically, it's kind of like playing Siege. It's like, yeah, it's the game is all about like here's all the dirt you can see from this point of view, and it looks very very clean from where you're standing. But strafe to the right a little bit, and you'll see that you have a lot more dirt to clean because it was all hidden from like from that particular sight line, I guess. So it's all about sight lines. So just shift your position a lot.
Okay. That's good advice.
It sounds so serious for a cleaning game, but yeah,
Well, no. I mean,
yeah.
that's exactly what was happening to Max. Is he was cleaning underneath the car or whatever, and he's just like, it's still not clean. But he would look a little bit either directly above it or like underneath it, kind of thing, and it's like, oh, that I need to clean like right there. So that's
Yeah.
great advice. Perfection advice
Yeah, I
right
asked
there.
someone who's put like 100 hours in the power. I can't stop playing. It's so fun, honestly. I don't know if I told this to you. Maybe I mentioned it somewhere else, but like when you stream on Twitch,
Hmm.
you also get the yearly wrap up. Because if you view a lot of streams on Twitch, you get an email at the end of the year. It's like here's your most viewed streams or whatever, right?
Right, right.
If you're a streamer yourself, you actually get an email that's like here's your wrap up as a streamer.
Hmm.
And last year, at the end, like for my wrap up email, yeah, I'm seriously, like, it blew my mind. But I was apparently in the top 1% of
Oh
PowerWash
wow.
streamers. Yeah.
Jeez.
I was like, did
Um,
I stream PowerWash that much that I'm now in the top 1% of PowerWash? Am I a PowerWash streamer now? Like,
you're a power wash streamer. You need to find that power wash time. Let everyone know, like, yo, this is the power
I
wash
actually,
streamer.
I'm not even kidding. I debated like making content on YouTube. I'm like playing this game so much. Should I just
I
make
mean,
you?
at that
Should I be
point
a
you
Power Wash
can.
streamer?
At that point you can. When you've played it that much and you are an expert, I consider you an expert at it.
Should I
You're
should I
are
make
free to
like should I make
how
pro
to.
tips? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah. You
oh man,
well,
it's
you can
like
also
here's
like if you don't want to make a full video, just do a short.
yeah I could yeah. It's like here's what
Just
you need
like
to know to get here's how to be a good power washer. Yeah, I don't know.
oh, the power wash community.
Here's my loadout.
And then moving on, and this is where kind of entering like a little bit of the news section here. Fortnite with Chapter 4 Season 2 Mega. I wanted to say it that way.
Did you see the trailer for this by the way?
I did not. Which one do I need to look at? The cinematic trailer or the? I got both of them. What the heck?
The
Why not?
cinematic one. It's so insanely hype. I don't even like Fortnite. I'm like
When I saw it, I was like, I guess it's time for me to go back into Fortnite.
it looks so fucking cool.
We have like this, and I don't know. This is like one section of the map. I think it's not like it's the whole map is like this cyberpunk city, but
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
really
It
cool.
looks so cool. Yeah.
Um, I can yeah. And
They
then of
just so
course,
this is
so are there rails you can grind to? There's
yeah.
rails.
Apparently, is it just me or
Sonic
they're
is this
like
Sonic? You wait, is Sonic in this game? I can't remember.
not yet, not yet.
And then Mr. Yeager,
Fucking Eren Yeager,
so you can actually use the whatchamacallit to like just
the 4D
the
maneuvering
the four-way
thing.
maneuver. Yeah, so you
What's
can
that
actually
called? The
use
four-way
that.
maneuver. Yeah, yeah. I think so. Well, it's like I think it's like Spider-Man's web. You can swing kind
You
of.
can kind of swing. And I think he's available through the battle pass, if I'm correct, as an unlockable character. Let me look at the gameplay trailer really quickly. I mean, this game I haven't played it since they did the update for the graphics.
Oh yeah,
Which
it
that
uses it's using the new engine, right? UT
yeah, UT5 I think.
5. Yeah,
Yeah.
UT UE UE.
UE5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look like. Okay, yes, you really can just go on rail grind. This is freaking what do you call the game? Sunset Overdrive for a second. Like what the heck? Wait, there's just like cars, right? What? I mean, there's always
So
cars,
fucking
but
stupid.
the
It's so
ray
hype
tracing,
though. It
but the
looks
freaking,
really
but the
cool.
ray
Yeah.
tracing at the bottom is just like this looks way too good to be
To
what
be
it is.
Fortnite.
What?
It looks good, doesn't it? Yeah.
It looks. What Earth are we on?
But
What
yeah, I'm like,
Earth are we on?
I don't like Fortnite, but damn. This looks for is this Fortnite? Is this still fucking Fortnite? Like
This
look,
is
are
still
you
Fortnite. Yeah, this
like
is
this
still
stupid
Fortnite.
trailer looks like nothing like okay, here's the thing, and this is like I don't okay, as someone who doesn't play Fortnite, doesn't like Fortnite, has never played Fortnite, right?
Yeah,
Is it just me? Is it just me or this trailer has a significant lack of building in it?
yeah, they kind of just said forget the building part. I mean, it's still in the game, of course, and they still have, competitions for building, but they also have the non-build mode competitions. It's just because like they saw it, they saw that it took off, right? They removed building for was it like a week or two, and then after they were like, all right, bump it, building, no build mode. Here you go, people,
Yeah,
play it.
like are they pivoting away from building now? Like is it not fun? Is it not part of the meta?
I
I mean,
think
it
it
still
was.
is part of the meta, but like do you know what I mean? Like, are they selling? Like, what's
I,
the selling point of Fortnite now?
well, now of course it's what we're looking at. There's an Attack on Titan character. These all these collabs that keep coming, all these dances, the music. Just it's maybe the best live service game out there to just zone out if you want to and just
It seems like a
relax.
stupid like. It is the only game where you can play as Eren Yeager and you have Eren Yeager on your team, but you're also fighting Rick and Morty. But then Goku shows up in the sky with Kamehameha, but he's also using a lightsaber.
There, I mean, there you go. I mean, it's just
Like
the
that's
the
the cool
cross
thing that could
IP. I think
happen. Yeah.
I think that's what the game is now, and and the build, because like a lot of us people who actually who actually, sorry, but we play games and we're like, oh, we like third person shooters and we love everything, but this building is really annoying. Like I can't do it because at the high level to be able to compete in it, it's
You gotta be
macroing.
you gotta be a nuts builder.
You're
Yeah.
like I can't do that. Like I just couldn't, and so
Should
yeah,
should Fortnite pivot away from building, or do you believe
I
building
think
is
they
like is
have.
it? You think they already have?
I think
Is
they
that
already
the main?
have.
So, but like, okay, so if you launch port Fortnite, you turn you like open the game. The default queue is still build mode, correct?
Good question.
Like it does not default to non-build mode, right?
You might be able to set it to default to non-build mode too. But
But like, I think as long as the default queue for Fortnite, like ranked or unranked, is there ranked in Fortnite? Uh,
this is how much we play Fortnite, people.
okay, anyway, my
I
point
went
is,
blank. Yeah, I don't know.
as long as the default queue for Fortnite is a build mode, I think at least should be a core aspect of what makes Fortnite Fortnite. But as someone who doesn't like Fortnite, the moment they completely remove build mode, they completely get rid of it, and it becomes this madness of a multiverse, then yes, I will play Fortnite. I'll start playing Fortnite.
It's still, I mean, it's a separate mode, and this mode, I think you can. I think you can. Honestly, every time I've jumped in and played,
You
it's
know,
been a
you play no
blast.
build, right?
Yeah, I play no build. I've never touched the building. I don't even know. I don't even know what the
I don't even
controls
know how
are
to
in that
build. Like, you
mode.
have to get material. You have to get materials. I believe you like cut a bunch
I
of
mean,
trees down or
so
something
the
like
thing
that. Yeah.
is like you still can build in no build mode. You can build like very simple. So you can chop trees down. You can get materials. There are some items that are basically like pre-built, right? Like the camp or something. Like things are pre-built for you, so you don't really have to worry about building them. Um, but there is like remnants of that aspect still kind of like in the game.
Okay.
Anyways, that is Fortnite. We're not gonna go over the complete details, but if you're playing Fortnite, let us know. Let us know what you love about it, and do you think they'll really just 100% pivot away from building, or just never talk about it again one day?
They already pivot away from what it used to be. It was a survival
That was
team-based
yeah,
game.
off the jump, man. I was like, what?
Yeah, then they're just like Battle Royale. This seems kind of fun. It'll be a little distracting. If you ever wonder why it has building in it, it's because it used to be a survival game.
It used to be a survival 4-player PvP. PvE.
PvE.
PvE. Yeah, it was PvE.
Yeah. And then they added in like a battle royale mode because they're like, yeah, why not? It seems fun. Like PUBG seems big right now, and then it exploded in popularity because it was free,
It was
unlike
free.
PUBG.
Well, unlike the build mode, the survival mode you had to pay. I think that was like $20 or $40. But the
Yes,
battle royale
correct,
mode was free.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, battle royale was free, and PUBG at the time was exploding, and people were like, "I've heard of a battle royale game, but I don't want to pay for it. So let's check out this one." And that's what happened. So
Crazy, crazy world, crazy
thanks,
times.
thanks PUBG for kicking off a genre, and I don't know.
Going away. It's still there, isn't it?
It
Still
is.
there?
It's still there. I don't
Still
know.
there.
I don't know what the player count's like. Actually, is it still really bigger?
I don't know. I feel like we've gotten now to the point where, like battle royales are now this kind of battle royale plus survival, like Rust or what's the other one, Tarkov or something like that.
Escape from Tarkov. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like those are now the new PUBGs or what's the zombie one?
DayZ though, that's not new though. That was the pioneer of anything. DayZ was the OG,
Ooh, OG.
and then it like kind of died in popularity. I remember back when it was still a mod for Arma 3 and not a standalone game, so people really wanted me to play
Arma.
PUBG or DayZ with them.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. I thought it was so boring. I absolutely hated it.
I remember Arma was that one. There was one series. There's two series. Like if you played Arma, you adjusted your sights for wind.
Yeah, that was Arma. Yeah,
drop. You
really realistic
sim. It was super sim military.
Yeah,
and actually, I don't know if Arma did like. So a long time ago, there was also the U.S. Army.
You're talking about America's Army, right?
America's
the
Army,
game?
yeah. I played it. I actually used to play a little bit of it. And that used a little bit of, I don't know if it was the same tech or what, but they also did like, some real calculations because I believe they probably were using that for a training simulator.
They were using it is a recruiting tool. It really is a recruiting tool. Yeah.
I don't know if that game's still going. I'm pretty sure it isn't, but
I don't know.
That was a thing too. And then I guess closing it out, we do have Guilty Gear Strive coming in with some with Bedman. I've never. Do you know much about Bedman?
Did you say Breadman?
I was gonna say Breadman. Do you know about the Breadman?
No. What's the story? What's the Bedman story?
I don't know.
Let's see here. Bedman is an antagonist who appears as a playable character in Exard Sign. He served Ariel's in her quest to bring about the absolute world so he and his sister Delilah could live in the waking world. He perished at the end of Exard Revelator, but he's revealed to be possessing his reinforced bed frame. And that's not a joke or anything. It's fucking real. That's real. His reinforced bed frame in Guilty Gear Strive's another story. The bed frame, alongside Delilah, has been confirmed as playable DLC under the name Bedman ? Really?
Oh, I thought the question mark was just literally like some sort of. Oh, it is actually there. Holy.
Oh, you shit! It's actually a question mark. It's actually a question mark.
Oh, I'm done.
Bedman?
Bedman?
Oh my god! I hope every tournament, the like announcer has to be like, and against Bedman.
I kind of want the
like
whole
they're not
audience
sure. Like it's a question every time. Bedman? Oh shit! And Bedman is
you can't go down with the intonation on it. You have to go up.
What a comeback from Bedman! Like it's just, like they're shocked.
So Bedman is going to be available on April 6th. And then there's one more character, I believe, in the fighting pass. You're also gonna get the Fairies Forest Factory. That's also gonna be available the same day for an additional stage. But yeah, May is the next character reveal for another character and stage. So
wait, May's not in the game yet?
Oh no! I mean the month of May. The month.
Oh fuck. Okay. She was a launch character, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So for season 2's battle pass, we've had Bridget Sin Kisuke,
right?
Yeah. I was just like Sign Kisuke could be it. Could be either one.
It is Sin, isn't it?
I someone out there correct us if we're wrong.
It's probably Sin.
We're committing to Sin, but yeah, Sin Kisuke, and then Bedman.
Oh my god, that's the title of this. Bedman?
Bedman.
Like nobody's sure.
The title is just Bedman. Is that you?
Yeah.
It's just like the character themselves is so confused as opposed to
Man,
like,
seriously, like leave it to Guilty Gear to put in a character with an actual question mark in it.
Bedman. I couldn't tell if it was you.
Like it's so hard to read that like without a rising intonation because it's a question.
Yeah, it's a question. And I even realized I have to like put a question mark in the there we go.
Bedman?
Bedman?
No one's sure. Oh my god.
No one is sure about Bedman.
What's the next thing? Is what other weird Guilty Gear characters have there been? Like Bedman has a question mark in his name. Like, is there any characters but that's just like all symbols or anything? Like
let's see here. The Guilty Gear roster.
like look at the roster.
That's a good question.
Like ABA is kind of weird, but that's at least pronounceable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? 80, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it Ada? Is it Ada or is it just ADA?
ABA, I believe.
ABA. Okay.
It's read out, I believe, like ABA.
Okay.
She was only in what's the one? She was only in she was in Iska, and then she was in yeah, she was, that's right, Accent Core.
Reloaded, I think that's yeah. So we have anything weird here. This isn't, I wanted to make it bigger, but
yo, you know what? Who has? Oh no, I'm Blaze Blue has some weird characters like Lambda 13.
Oh, the Lambda 13, the whole Lambda, Beta, whatever all those series are.
Yeah.
None. Yeah, there's nothing like
super bizarre.
Bizarre.
For Guilty Gear, other than Bedman. But yeah, Blaze Blue has like Lambda. I know Lambda's a weird one because everyone kept pronouncing Lambda as like triangle or whatever.
Was it Mew is one?
Mew. Yeah.
Yeah, Mew was another one.
And then ESN, how do you pronounce this? S new? There you go. S new, yeah. That's another weird one.
Okay, here's yeah, this whatever this altar of gaming, shouts to y'all for having the complete roster of characters here for all of us to see, including which games they're in. Which one did you say it was?
For which one?
That you just said? You said it was
S new? That's a Blaze Blue character.
Yeah, what the heck is this alpha number 1? New, what is V? What's V number?
V is, it's not pronounced as V, I believe. So that is pronounced as new, actually new. Yeah, new 13.
Oh, so it's new 13. Okay. That wasn't the launch. I remember that's launch character.
Yeah, she was the boss. She was the boss from the first game, yeah.
Yeah, Articuno 9 the Phantom. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. But it's equal sign if you select the character. You go to the character select screen, it's like 9 equals I don't know why these equal signs. I don't know. They removed them, I think, from the English like list, but if you select the character, then yeah.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah, that's so new 13, Lambda 11.
Carl?
He's not a question mark, right?
No, that's the Bedman right there. Carl?
Bedman, yeah.
Carl?
Oh man. Yeah, leave it to Arxis to come up with some weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how to say
S new, I believe, is pronounced. That's how it's pronounced.
Well, we've learned many things today. Number 1 just being Bedman.
I can't believe that's his actual official like name.
That's his name. And I guess if anyone is desperate, I did see not a commercial, but a news story about if KFC Double Down. If you get a Double Down from KFC, from March 7th, well, I guess it's before March 17th, you will get a access code to Diablo 4's beta.
Are we talking about KFC in North America, or is this applied to Japan? Or
I believe this is North America, from what I've seen.
Oh, I see the article now. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, get yourself a Double Down. I've only had one in my entire life when it came out.
I've had like 2.
So you You can get a double down from whatever time period, and the beta runs from March 17th to 19th for like an early access period. That's when you'll get the key 4. But there's another open beta that's from March 24th and to the 26th. That's an open beta for everyone, so it depends on what you want to do. That has all 5 classes, whereas opposed to the double down version, you're gonna get 3 classes. Have fun with that. Eat your heart out.
Yeah. Are you gonna play Diablo?
Part of me wants to.
Did you play D3?
I've never played a Diablo.
Ever? Period?
Ever. Period.
You might like it. I got super hooked on D3, like really hooked on D3.
Like, I feel like I would like it. I've just never, for whatever reason, never. You know what? It's because I never played a lot of PC games.
Well, now you have a PC to play it on.
And
so,
now I have a PC to play it on. And I mean, of course, it's on other things, but yeah. Ooh, I can play this on a Steam Deck. Oh, not again. No, not again. Not the
What?
Steam Deck. Every time I realize I can play this on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, and you can just play. Yeah, I got super hooked on D3 when it came out. So I mean, you might like D4. I mean, it's fun. I don't know what it is about that game. It's addicting for some reason. Like just something about the gameplay loop that like makes it fun to play, and it's really hard to put down. It's the loot, I think. Honestly, it's the loot.
Yeah, it's the loot.
Yeah,
it's the loot aspect.
It's the loot. Yeah,
it's the loot, and it's a pretty. I mean, honestly, it's solid gameplay, and there's people around. And this time, it's a live service, so
I don't know how that's gonna. I mean, whatever. I don't.
Live services, man. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, except for Nintendo.
Not yet, at least. Give them another 20 years.
Another 20 years, they'll make a live service game. I had an epiphany about Breath of the Wild, as a new player to it. I mean, I'll share my thoughts when I'm done.
All right.
I have a feeling I know why it is the way it is.
Okay. It's your first Zelda game too. So weird, but yeah.
I mean, I'm the exact target for them. Well, I don't know about exact target, but I think a lot of people who love that game, it might be their first Zelda.
Is that throwing shade on Breath of the Wild or something? Like,
it's not shade. It's just I think a lot of people have a Switch, and that was the most accessible, like one of the most accessible games. It looks so good too. Like the game itself looks really, really well. Like really good. Sorry, the art direction. I find myself going, this looks beautiful, even though this game's going to look like this 20 years from now, and it's still going to look great. This is like new level pixel art.
Definitely like art direction is the super strong point in that game. If we're talking technical performance, that's another thing entirely.
I haven't gotten to any weird, completely like it drops too many frame moments yet.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's not Pokemon, but like, I think it runs normally at 30, and then you can get some drops at some point. But that's playable. That's not Pokemon.
Yeah. My issue.
But no, art direction is really good. It's super. It looks like a great game. So
it is. It's good stuff. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for us this week. Where can they find you, or where can they follow you?
Yeah, I stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/root24. I only stream like twice a week. We just play PowerWash apparently. But after PowerWash this week, I think we'll check out some more RPGs, classic maybe or not classic. I'm still trying to finish through FF6 personally, so I might just do the dungeon or something like that. It depends if I beat it by myself. But either way, you can come hang out.
There we go. And then, of course, you can follow me at NinjaTrixta on Twitch. I'm currently streaming 4 nights a week, and we're doing Breath of the Wild along with that other game.
What game?
Wulong.
Oh, right.
Which I'm having a blast with, honestly. Like I almost want to pick up one extra day of streaming because it's taking
to just play more of it.
To just play like either more of it or play more of Breath of the Wild, because they're both. I feel like I can get through Wulong a little bit faster, of course.
And you don't want to play any of them off stream. You want to play all of them on stream.
I'm doing the side missions, like sub missions for Wulong off stream, and I'm doing the
story.
Story on stream, and then for Breath of the Wild, I'm doing a mix story on stream and with a little bit of like messing around, and then off stream, I'm just gonna go find towers and do some shrines.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Just try to make progress in them. So yeah, it's good stuff though.
All right.
Other than that, everyone, thanks for joining us this week. We'll be back next week. If you can always go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, or you may leave a review on iTunes or something like that. We're here.
Yeah, please. Otherwise, we're gonna get executed. So please, please.
Yeah, we got a time limit. Expiration dates.
Yeah.
Right. We'll catch you all later for episode number 162 of the No Games Podcast. Have a good one.
Peace.